I'm just riffing. I am in St. Louis, Missouri at NATCON 24, and I'm here with my amazing colleagues, co-founders of Mindly. I care about mental health because I care about people. And I think if people are dealing with mental health issues and they don't address them, they don't have the support behind them, then it makes the world a lot more difficult place for them and for everyone around them. So I think it's incredibly important for people to take care of themselves, take care of the people around them, so we can all live, in harmony together. The person, place, or thing that changed my life the most.
Something.
My parents. I think it's my parents. They provided me with all the love and care and support that I could ever ask for from parents. And I've lived a very unconventional lifestyle, and they've supported me wholeheartedly throughout.
Real final question. What do you say to that person out there, that manager, that employee that's in a lot of brain pain? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to turn to. What do you say to them to give them encouragement to forge on?
I say use the support around you. You have people around you who care about you, who love you. Don't go through this alone. Everyone is dealing with something, and you just need to trust that you have that support around you, because people are good. People want to help out, and it's important that you don't tackle all this stuff alone, because you're not alone.
24.
I am just so very interested in mental health and mental well-being. I am a certified peer support specialist for young adults. And so I work with the youth and young adults who have lived experience. I have lived experience. And so I use my lived experience to help connect with youth and young adults and offer them the support that they need to navigate the system. So at a very, very young age, I was sexually assaulted, and it lasted pretty much until I was 15. And it was a very complex journey. Nobody knew what was wrong with me. I didn't even know that it was happening. And so I want to bring awareness to those with complex dissociation, complex mental health challenges, and trauma.
How people can find you.
Yes, so my TikTok is at losing dogs with 2 O's and 1 Z at the end. And I make funny content, educational content. I try to very much engage with the community, offer support, talk to my fellow youth and young adults with lived experience, and connect with them on a level that a lot of care providers can't. Well, social media has such a profound impact on youth, because we're all using it. We're on there for so long. And we really get a lot of our entertainment, engagement, education even, and information from social media. It is a very, very important tool that we need to be using to reach out to those in need, reach out to those who are maybe on more complicated sides of the internet, sides that are anti-recovery and that don't promote healing and wellness. We want to reach those people, and we want to show them that they have options, that they have resources, and that they can reach out for help because they are not alone. Oh, I met Kevin Hines maybe in 5th grade, perhaps. And I learned about his story, jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, being saved by a sea lion. I thought it was absurd. I quite frankly thought it was a miracle that a sea animal, of all things, is what saved this man's life. And I was definitely in the system already, dealing with complex mental health problems, treatment-resistant depression. And I felt very lonely, and I felt very afraid. And reading his book, seeing his story, and knowing that after he jumped, his immediate thought was, I don't want to do this. This is a mistake. That really settled within me and told me that that is not something that I need to do. And my very first attempt, that is the same thing I thought. I don't want to do this. What am I doing? I started sobbing. I was about to go to bed forever. And I got up and I was like, what am I doing? And so that really settled with me deeply. And it's a story that I tell people to this day. Although there may be dangerous adults out there, adults that don't see your side of things, adults that have hurt you or have tricked you, that there are definitely adults and fellow young adults around you, fellow youth, that understand what you're dealing with and want to help you. There are people who dedicate their entire life to learning the care and treatment of you, right? They are the people that really, really want to help you. They wouldn't be in this business without that, right? They do care for your well-being, and they're not just there to push you around, or tell you that you need to take this pill for that. You have a say in your treatment and your recovery, and you should be able to advocate for yourself. So don't stop at just one treatment provider when it doesn't work. Therapists are like shoes. Try one on. If it doesn't work, switch to a new pair, okay? Always keep trying because there is hope.
We are at the National Council of Wellbeing Conference in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been working in suicide prevention my whole career. So coming to these conferences helps bring greater energy and greater understanding around the work that we do day in, day out. It means everything. That's why I'm here. I do this day in, day out to help people, support people, and provide direction around any kind of needs they may have. That anything's possible. At times when individuals that we work with may feel overwhelmed, this cause helps us understand that there is something more, that there is something better, that there is supports and avenues of opportunity for all of us to move forward for another day. You are loved. You are loved, and we are here to support you. Reach out so that we can check in and help get you to the next day. So Vibrant is doing a lot of work across the country to help enable each individual to reach out and seek support and get connected to resources in the community. Vibrant is doing a phenomenal job at helping our community be connected.
Okay, so I am here because I'm excited to talk about the first almost 2 years of 988 and its successful launch in July of 2022. Okay, so 988 is a national suicide hotline. You can call, chat, or text 24 hours a day to receive help from a crisis counselor.
And Dr. Tia, what type of person should be texting or calling 988?
Anybody who needs help. So typically it's called the National Suicide Crisis Line, but it's actually for anybody who's in a crisis. If you're a substance user, if you need help, potentially if you're homeless or unhoused, anybody who is in a crisis should reach out to us because we can help. Because I've spent my career working with folks who are suicidal, and right now I believe that the country is in the middle of a mental health crisis. And so the Biden-Harris administration has invested, it's sort of an unprecedented amount into the crisis continuum, and in particular 988. So I just try to tell everybody that we're here. We have trained counselors, and we want to help. We want to be there. It will pass. Emotions are like the ocean, or they're like waves, right? So they always peak, but just like the ocean, the emotion kind of recedes. And if you just call us at any point in that wave cycle, we can help. Okay, so we are online at 988lifeline.org. But again, you can just chat, or you can just text us, or you can call us at 988 on any phone in the country.
So I was first introduced to the Kevin Hines story through one of my suicide prevention trainings. And ever since then, I've shared the story with everybody who will listen to me. The biggest thing that impacted me was him talking about if only one person had said something to him that day. And that's when I teach suicide prevention, I teach it only takes one of us, and it only takes a smile or any conversation you can have. Don't be scared to reach out to somebody, especially if they look like they're having a bad day. Just a simple, are you okay? And that's what sticks in my head. If just one person had reached out, it makes all the difference. And we can be that one person. If I could say one thing to them, I would say, I am here with you. And tomorrow can be better. It can be different. And that's not to dismiss whatever they're going through that day, but it's to say, I will walk with you to find what's going to be better tomorrow.
2024.
I'm a longtime mental health trainer, mental health advocate from the Mental Health Association, New Jersey. And I've been coming to NATCON for many years, just connecting with people like yourself, learning more things that I can bring back to my community in New Jersey. Do a lot of suicide prevention training, a lot of mental health first aid training. It's so important because I know we are changing and saving lives. Every time we can touch someone with education, they look through that lens a little differently and reach out to help and support other people. So that's the work that I do, and it's so important to me. Knowing that one person who leaves my training is going to look at suicide prevention differently. They're going to look around hope and action. We're going to bust those myths. That's what keeps me going. I have 2 teenagers, and that's what drives me to do this work. I am longtime friends with Kevin Hines, and there is probably not a training I do where I don't bring his story into the mix and recommend people, check him out and really listen to the words that he speaks to everyone in our community just to provide hope. I was out at a high school and talking with students and teenagers, and I showed a clip from Kevin, and the room was silent. And after, everybody came up and they couldn't believe that they connected with someone like Kevin. And they felt hopeful. They wanted to share that story and go home and tell their parents. And they wanted to know, how can I get that YouTube clip and share it with others? And that connection with the students, I think, is probably the most impactful. There is always hope. There is always help. And there is always someone you can reach out to. Even if you feel alone, there's always somebody. Please reach out. Please don't wait another minute, another day. There's so many people around who want to provide support to other people.
We are at NATCON 24 in St. Louis, and we're here to learn more about mental health, to share about mental health, mental well-being, so we can make the world a continually better place. I do what I can, when I can, anywhere in the world, just it comes out of true love and passion. That people should be not afraid to talk about how they're feeling, what they're feeling, and help one another. It's been in our family, and we didn't even know about it. It was hidden from us growing up. And wasn't accepted until about 6 years ago when we faced it head on. I realized after my daughter was diagnosed that I had my own mental health issues that I've been carrying since childhood, namely childhood trauma. Never knew about it, firmly repressed it without knowing about it, and only recently have I been able to tackle it and begin to work with it. So the book is called Travel Therapy, and I thank you for writing the foreword again. And it's really that travel, at least for me and thousands of others that I've met, travel is a form of therapy, just like it's a different modality that's really yet to be touched enough and needs a lot more work on. But travel, which doesn't only include the trip itself, it's preparing for the trip, it's after the trip, and then planning for the next trip. It's a very, very therapeutic form of dealing with mental health. It's a tough question because I have to first instill hope in myself. What I say to them is, we have 3,000 years of history. We've been through it before. We faced evil before in our lifetime. And we have no choice but to get through it. But at the same time, to accept the fact that it's okay not to be okay. Now more than ever.